Today's video is going to be about growing plants indoors, specifically an apartment or very confined space. Right now I'm living in an apartment and I am currently growing 8 plants. Pretty much all of them are producing peppers, so they're able to get big enough for that. Right now I've got the 8, but here pretty soon I'm going to be bumping that up to 27 is what it looks like I'm going to have the room for. So I'm going to show you guys how that kind of looks, how to set it up when you're in really confined spaces and you don't have a lot of room to work with. If you like growing peppers, if you like growing at least smaller vegetables or plants or gardening, or I mean even if you like succulents or anything like that, don't let living in an apartment discourage you from having fun with it and continuing that hobby, because it's a lot of fun. Bringing it indoors is just as much fun, just in different ways. So stick around and I'll show you guys how I do it. Okay guys, I'm just gonna do a real quick video of how I've got my grow set up right now. I moved from a house to an apartment. I no longer have my giant 70 plant garden, but I'm able to grow at least a little bit. Right now I've got these 8 plants. I'm growing them in a 4x2 tent. It's a VivoSun tent, 4x2. I've got 2 of these 600 watt King LED lights. All of this was bought on Amazon. Just got a little fan here to keep everything kind of circulated and as cool as possible. Let's get right into it here. So I've got a Bohemian goat back here. Wasn't doing very good in the beginning, but definitely making a really good comeback. Got a King Star white tie. This one almost died. I don't know what was going on with it, but it almost died. It's doing great now, making a good comeback. No peppers yet on either of those, but once you get over here to the red Scotch Bonnet, let's see if I can show you. Got a pepper starting right there. One right there. The whole plant's super healthy. Tons of little flowers coming off. I think I'm going to have a lot of peppers coming off of this very soon. In this pot, I have 2 Sriracha plants and already just loaded up with tons and tons of little peppers. I love these. I love putting them in, chili and stuff like that. This one is a Pimento de Padrón. Didn't do too well in the beginning. The stem is kind of flimsy. It fell over and it's a work in progress, that one. But starting to get some flowers coming off on here. Hoping to get some peppers soon. Right here I have a Ghostly Jalapeno. This one has been extremely healthy, growing like crazy. Tons of flowers coming off. No peppers yet, but flowers all over the place. Think it's gonna do just fine. Hopefully some peppers on that one soon. Oh, I'm gonna save that one. So this one, covered, absolutely loaded in flowers. I'm starting to get tons of little fruits. This is a Sugar Rush Peach. So pepper starting there, a couple more here and there. Just tons of flowers all over the place. This thing, there's another one, just completely ready to load up on some peppers. These are super awesome peppers. They're really sweet. It's kind of good for people who don't like spicy to put these on, burgers and stuff like that. So my favorite one, this is the King Star Lemon Starburst. So far this is the 3rd time I've grown this plant, and every single time it's just this perfectly round dome bushy plant. And I don't know if anybody else has that same experience with theirs, but I've gotten seeds from 2 different people now and they were the same. I mean, it'll grow big, but it just so bushy and branches out all over the place. I have 1 pepper starting there. Looks like a couple more getting ready. Plenty of flowers. This thing is extremely healthy. I love that plant. Once again, 600 watt King LEDs. I don't think they sell the 600 watt anymore. I tried to look just yesterday and they only had 1000 watt and 1200 watt. But these have the bloom and the veg lights. I just had them off so that way it wasn't all purple in here. So bloom and veg. Whether they have the 600 or not anymore on Amazon, I really, really like these. I've always used them and always been able to grow super awesome peppers. Now for future plans. So I'm going to be pulling this grow tent out of here. And then this room is 8 feet long by 4 feet wide, which is the same size as my old grow tent. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load some lights up in here and just use the entire room as a grow room. Right now I've got 8 plants in those buckets, and I've done the measurements. I can fit 19 more if I utilize the entire room. Obviously, these aren't going to grow to full size in these tiny little buckets. These are 2.5 gallon buckets. I just pick them up at Lowe's for $2 to $3, but see, I can still grow peppers in them just fine. So what I'll probably do, I'm gonna plant 19 more. Some of them are gonna be hydroponic, some of them are gonna be in those little buckets. Either way, I'm so excited to get this whole area set up and get some good peppers growing. Right now, I don't have any super hots, and that's because, I mean, if I had to decide, really, I mean, I had to narrow it down to 8 plants. I wanted 8 plants that I would actually use rather than just grow for fun. Definitely keep you guys posted on how everything's doing. Probably do a video when I'm planting. I guess you guys will hopefully see within the next week or two me growing and getting everything set up, getting these lights set up, getting a fan in here, just setting this whole room up, and I can't tell you guys how excited I am. Keep an eye out for those videos. They will be coming soon.